Have a look at this edited version of Regan Grimes. It, of course, was a product of a fan request. You guys wanted to see a Frankenstein type bodybuilder. Me building the worst ever possible bodybuilder using 2023 Olympia parts only. Wow, I asked you guys to get this video up to 500 likes, and I would do the one that we are about to watch, which is the best possible. You guys got it up to 1,000 likes. Got a comment from Superset Man too. So, yeah, this is the worst ever. Superset Man inspired these videos, by the way. This is the worst. All the body parts, go watch that video if you want to know who belongs to them legs and the midsection, things of that nature. Now, are you ready? Brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is the best bodybuilder possible, in my opinion. Obviously, Superset Man inspired this one. He did a similar video using the entire roster, so he threw in Nick Walker, Rubiel Mosquera, guys like that. I am limited to the Olympia only. Fan request, of course. Obviously, we're going to have a look at the front double, rear double, front lat, rear lat, and I threw in the abs and thigh and the most muscular this time. I'm going to go through and tell you guys who belongs to all of these muscle groups. Obviously, Andrew Jacked. I use the face of the person that is attached to the neck of the torso that I use. And Andrew Jacked belongs to that torso heap. Very impressive. Maybe the best torso heap in all of bodybuilding. Derek Lunsford's was a good one too, but it was close. It was close. The abs are not Andrew Jack's, as you can see. They belong to Hadi Choopan. Hadi Choopan has the best set of abs in the IFBB today, at least at the Olympia. I think Jack was not 110. And as far as the abs are concerned, Hadi was. Now the arms are Michael Krizo's. Krizo. Although I did not throw his delts in there, I just thought it looked more natural. The way that Andrew Jacked, his torso heap flows into those arms. So a big part of it, definitely the guns. Michael Krizo, we all thank you. Now the legs are a different story. I did obviously use the base of our man Derek Lunsford, the champion, but he lacked the striations, maybe some vascularity in the quads and the teardrops in particular. And those little dandies belong to Hadi Choopan once again. So Hadi getting used twice already. Kudos to him. I'm not going to do this with every pose, guys. Probably run short on time. Definitely going to... You guys have enough time for a bag of popcorn, though. This is the worst and the best on the same stage. Who would you give it to? Sure, somebody out there prefers the midsection, the wider midsection one. Here's the back double. I was not as pleased with the results of the rear double by. Pretty neat, though. Pretty neat. Just difficult to get the colors correct. The arms and the back itself, the legs, everything has to match. Now, it is a very effective rear double by. I think this one would defeat just about anybody in the history of bodybuilding. We'll start with the torso heap. Obviously, Derek Lunsford. You can see from the head, the rear lat. Stay tuned for the rear lat. That's probably my best one. The arms, again, Krizo. His delts are fantastic. Tricep sweeps. Look at the forearms, for goodness sakes. Even they count. And already established the torso heap. The entire back is all Lunsford. And the lower half is also Lunsford. But hold on a second. Not all Derek. Just the quad. Yeah, the quads. The hammies, baby please. Parappa. They belong to Samson Dauda. I always say he has some dug out hamstrings. Very impressive. And that prapa was a Louis Marco reference, by the way. The calves, I know I should have did the front ones for the calves, but for the rear one I did. And they belong to Justin Shire. His calves are massive. Huge set of calves. So I'm pleased to have him in here. Obviously, if we had Rubiel Mosquera, we'd have some calves put in. Now let's go to the front lat spread. This one was a little bit different, but I think I was happy with the results. I did, however, bend the rules just a smidge. I used the head of Andrew Jacked because I used his torso heap. I threw in the clavicle, delts, arms of actually Michael Crezo. Who would have guessed that his upper body actually looked the best in the front lat spread? Believe it or not, it's his clavicle width, things of that nature. I guess for the height of him, it's not that wide. But take it off and, expand it a little bit, do a little of this, a little of that. Big wide chest, and it looks pretty impressive on Andrew Jack's torso heap, obviously. We went through the legs already, but for the front lat spread, I thought I would jazz it up a little bit. The outer quad sweeps, they belong to, you guessed it, Ross Flanagan. No? Anybody? Ross Flanagan. He was at the Olympia. He has awesome quads and obviously good enough for Mark's Max Muscle to put them in the greatest body parts of the 2023 Olympia. So congratulations, Ross. And here is my pride and joy. I was very pleased with how this pose turned out. We don't need to rehash the lower half, which is impressive. As impressive as it is, we don't need to rehash. Glutes, obviously. Derricks. Things of that nature. But the back itself will begin with the hairpiece. I selected Tony O'Burton because he has long hair. I have long hair. I like it. Well, honestly, it was because of his upper traps. We used the lower traps of somebody else. But those traps, we could have used Tony O'Burton, the entire traps. But I just think it molded in better with the traps of Derek Lunsford. We used the traps, the delts, things of that nature of Derek Lunsford. Obviously, those are not his lower lats. As you can see, we compiled a conglomeration here, guys, for Frankenstein. It is Hattie Shupin. Hattie Shupin's lats. So thick, so three-dimensional. I wager to say that this rear lat spread would beat Phil Heath's. And I quote Superset Man. I believe he said that. We were discussing this. Was doing a little bit of updates with him. Like I said, he inspired these ones, guys. Without him, these videos would not be. I'm sure you guys would never have requested me to do or even to try these without Superset Man. But the rear lat spread, my favorite one. We finished off with the abs and thigh, and I'll be honest with you guys. The abs and thigh and the most muscular, maybe not my favorite. Began with these ones, and I think I developed a little bit better as I went on. But I figured, I'll keep them. Andrew Jacked, what can I say? He was the front double torso, front lat, and the abs and thigh as well, minus the abs, strangely enough. Other versions, maybe the abs would have been good enough. But Hattie Shupin, so peeled, shrizzled. We used Andrew Jack's pack each as well. But anyway. We used Hunter Labrada in those quads. So very massive. We threw in, obviously, some Hattie Shupin in the teardrops, things of that nature. So, not too bad, not too shabby. I would wager to say that this abs and thigh would be the best abs and thigh in 2023 anyway. I don't want to go ahead and say bodybuilding history. Tom Platz was around. Here's the most muscular, and as you can see, not the best to finish off with. And, not bad. It's not just an entire upper body. We rehashed the lower half, obviously. It's not just the entire upper body of our man, Michael Crezo. It is the torso heap of Hattie Shupin. Look at the ripped pecs. Ripped to shreds. Monsoon. Gorilla. The abs as well. Hattie Shupin, he's the best. Midsection. Chest looks good too. His chest was better than everybody else's in this pose. There was just too many striations. Might not be the biggest man's chest, but it is big, and it has striations all through it. Very impressive. And the legs, like I said, rehash the legs, same, Derek's. Probably could have used a better set of calves for the front, but what have you. I really hope you guys enjoyed this Superset Man inspired video. Fan requested, of course. You guys requested the original one. I told you I would do this one. It was obviously an idea requested to me before. I've seen your guys' requests. If I had enough time in the day, I would do all of them. I promise you that. But I'll give it a go. See if I can fill all your requests, just like Santa Claus. But yes, front double, rear double, front lat. Most muscular in the abs and thigh. The best of 2023. Mr. Olympia. Have a great one, guys.
I really hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. If you did, consider subscribing. And heck, if you liked today's video, check out another one. Might enjoy that too. Why not enjoy a whole bunch? There's a playlist as well.
Another one over there. 1, 2, 3, diddly-dee.